Hello, welcome in. Cleo Ra here, and I'm ready again to get crazy on the airwaves. What I'm getting is that someone is mastering the ability to control their mind regardless of their physical surroundings or the storyline they find themselves in. So on the pre-shuffle, I saw really quick movement because someone's becoming the captain of their ship, and there's a Neptunian element to this. It's like you've got the water flowing non-physically. And this is an interesting concept of when we sort of anchor in love regardless of circumstance. It gets the backstage moving, it gets the etheric Neptunian ocean moving all around us. So I'm really interested to see where this reading goes. I heard the words right now in meditation before this reading, and also, you know, lots of references to ships, captains. I was seeing a captain's hat in my mind's eye, and they were also talking about small fry. So I feel like some situation you've been dealing with, you kind of see them as small fry. You know that you are destined to elevate, you are bound to be successful, and that's who you are, and that's who you know yourself to be. You've got a very strong consciousness, and I feel like you've kept your inner temple and your inner world so finely protected, because not everyone can do that. Not everyone can be cushy in their own sense of self regardless of what's going on around them. But the ones that can get the full support of Neptune, you get your ship moving and up off the ground. So let's zone in. Archangel Michael, thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding, protecting this reading. To all those higher beings, shamanic ones, ancestors, beautiful energies that want to see us thrive and create in beautiful ways, I invite you in to give me clear messages to go with this message specifically about someone who is mastering their world. Let's go. Thank you in advance for the love and guidance. Okay, let's see. What's the main energy here, Spirit? Okay, Three of Swords. I'm hearing this was a long time ago. Three of Swords energy. This happened a long time ago, and they're kind of saying it like an old movie, like this heartbreak happened a long time ago, and you know, like out in the Wild West or something. Some crazy storyline here popping up, but I'm getting this energy. They're saying no sympathy, no sympathy. It's like, okay, I know this is a long ago thing, and I obviously, like, I feel like the person watching this who's going to resonate with this message, you don't care about this, but it's coming out for a reason, because what the universe is saying with the Six of Pentacles is this was a storyline you went through to provoke a lot of suffering from the higher self's perspective so that you could get things moving. All right, so the soul plans things that human thinks is crazy, because the human's the one that's got to go through all of this stuff, right? Whereas the higher self, kind of ruthless. I'll be honest with you, the higher self knows we're immortal. The higher self knows that we come down here so that we can experience emotion and get that flow going non-physically. So they're telling me it was a bit of a big, you know, a big epic saga in your life, this Three of Swords, but you handled it perfectly well. And I feel a sense of stern determination with you, which is beautiful. Sun energy, not surprisingly, you harnessing your power here. I feel like you've always been somewhat of a quiet person. I feel like you observe a lot of people, and maybe you kind of always got really inspired by your own plans. And you know, I'm not saying you don't find things around you inspiring, but maybe there were times when you just noticed that you had this exceptional ability to imagine in quite a classical way. Okay, you could be quite methodical, you could be quite graceful, peaceful, calm, although we see ourselves very differently sometimes than even how spirit sees us or other people see us. So maybe you would or wouldn't see yourself like that, but I'm picking up on someone who's very graceful. And maybe you prefer to stay in the background quite a bit. I'm trying to find the words here, this energy I'm picking up on, because I feel like you could have such a lovely intelligence and a way of processing data in a very refined way, right? High Priestess, there we go. So this is what sets you apart, is what I'm getting, this High Priestess energy, you being able to intuit your own internal world. And this is mighty powerful. Let me get on and get the rest of the cards out. Five of Wands energy here. Fighting out of the pit. I feel like, you know, you put monumental effort into healing or recovering from something, Knight of Pentacles, although my hand naturally kind of resisted that. That was funny. Let's see, what else is coming out next? Is 2 at a time. No, 1 please. I don't like grabbing clumps of cards, and even in my personal tarot pulling, I don't pull clumps of cards. I just like, yeah, there we go. Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands energy. But I was getting heavy Emperor energy off of this. Groundbreaking, I'm getting. Something took you a while here, which is why I feel like they're going back to this storyline, because you had to fight out of the pit. And I'm getting this energy of the pit might have been deeper than you thought it was. King of Wands energy, and they're saying the torch is very significant. You holding your own torch, lighting your own way. They're saying this is natural for you. You've always had this torch lit up in you, which is why you may have found other people's levels of inspiration or whatever quite flat at times. Like, I know, you know, you're going to be inspired by things, but I feel like your taste is very refined. You're not going to be easily improved upon because you've refined your soul in so many lifetimes here that it takes a lot to impress you. And quite rightly, you know, Earth can feel a bit limited for someone with this level of classical, refined energy. I feel like you're very solo. Independence, one word, but for you, that would just be like, that would just go without saying. Your soul is very stable and very calm and very still and very self-assured. I feel like you came in very self-assured. We've got the 6 of Cups here. The Tower. Yeah, you came in your own lane. You came in your own energy. We've got Judgment here. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Let's start clarifying, because I feel like this is a sudden relationship coming in, or a cherished friendship perhaps with the 6 of Cups. Something you've wished for, because they're pulling me to the Star here. Something that would be fulfilling to your inner child, right? Because I've been feeling your energies of feeling separated, having a very refined internal world. And I feel like you're very particular with the energies you want to engage in. Maybe with food, you like things neat and ordered. Maybe there's a reverence for Japanese culture, order, and that beautiful refinement of process itself. There's something about you that has got that way about you. But then there's something here with the 6 of Cups that is going to take you into energies you may have not had chance to indulge for a while, especially with the Sun energy here, because this is all about the exuberance and lifting up the cherubima, the cherubim part of us. We are source energy, right? We are God's children. We are children of the universe. And that's what the Sun represents, that feeling of pure freedom, pure bliss, pure joy. I feel like you've been in the pit here, right? And it took quite a long time to heal. Sometimes we think, okay, I'll just start, you know, meditating and everything will be perfect for me. But it steps to this, right? With the Knight of Pentacles. More leads to more. You do one thing, it leads to more. The world keeps coming at you daily, on a daily basis. So you've had to light your own torch and pave your own way for a long, long time. But what I'm hearing here is no high priestess should have to go without some sort of ally, protection, support, community, because your energies are meant to be cherished and admired and respected in the real world, right? The real world that is aligned with universal law, where humans are fully activated. That would be, you know, no one would have a problem with a high priestess just being a high priestess. We're coming back on YouTube. I mean, it's impressive, all of the beautiful tarot readers and the freedom we've got on here. So we are paving the way for this shamanic way of life to be normal. But like, I feel like you deserve this 6 of Cups energy that's coming in pretty heavy with the Tower. This is a bolt of lightning energy. This is, you know, your whole, there's feelings we get, you know, they're giving me mortification, but not in that sort of way. But a lighter hearted version of that, absolutely being struck by the power of love, struck by the power of affection. And I see you finding this transformative with Judgment. The last piece of the puzzle is what I'm getting here. So you set yourself up for a big battle, okay? And this was the soul's decision. This really was the soul's decision, because you wanted all the juju that you would get from it to transform. Suffering is transmutation. And yeah, Saturn repays those who can bounce back up in major ways. So yeah, they're giving me initiation with this Three of Swords. Something really that was supposed to test you. Are you going to fall or are you going to rise, right? Nine of Coins energy. You rose. You are risen. You are bounteous here with the Nine of Coins. This is you really being in your higher self energy every day of your life. And I feel like this is going to concretize that. This connection, this energy that's coming in. It could be a Leo. There could be a divine Leo, a divine masculine maybe. Or an Aries, because we had that Emperor energy coming in really powerfully. I am feeling energies of protection, support, someone who can take that torch off your hands for a minute. You know, this is like kind of like an older sibling in a soul group kind of way, right? This is someone who's maybe part of your soul group pack, and they act as a mentor to the other soul group members, right? Very guiding energy, I feel like, coming in for you here. And it's going to give you this ability to relax, because you've had your own internal world going your whole life, right? You've been on a mission your whole life. There you go. This is sort of the energy I've got from you, this classical energy with these beautiful vintage kind of gorgeous hues on the card. It kind of reminds me of the 1920s, or a time of refinement and artistry. And you know, with the Ace of Swords, this is about the clarity of your mind, and I feel like you've always had that clarity. And they're telling me, in my own little world, look. And I feel like you've done that for long enough now, and you've become mighty and strong and powerful because of this clear connection. You've done it. Nine of Coins energy. You've secured your real self into reality. And I'm getting that you did this at an advanced rate, an advanced speed, which is why you plunged yourself into some situation that would end up being like the underworld. It would end up taking your consciousness down in the storyline to a low vibrational pit frequency, which is what happens if we get our solar plexus drained, if we don't get nurtured and nourished in relationship. It can really take you down metaphysically, right? To the basement channel, or to the channel of the mind that feels like a pit of depression. But when we bounce back up, and that's what you've done here, you clawed your way out, you fought your way out, you went against the patterns of the mind that may have told you, oh, this is too much, I can't do this. You forced yourself with the fire, you conjured the fire and you did it. And now I feel like everything you conjured in that fire has conjured this. It's aligned you to this timeline. Something warm and sensual and comforting. Something you can relax in. This is funny. They're giving me the energies of people you'd feel comfortable falling asleep around. So people you can relax with so much that you wouldn't mind just sort of, you'd be that relaxed you could fall asleep around them, and it would feel like tribe. It would feel like comfort. They're giving me quite babyish. I can sort of smell the scent of like baby formula, not in a way necessarily to say you're having a baby, but the comfort levels. You know, when you're a kid, don't know if any of you have got memories of being in a pushchair when it's raining and you've got the little rain cover over you. It's kind of that cozy feeling where you're going to be taken care of, at least, you know, I don't mean for the rest of your life like you're going to be babied, but you get where I'm coming from. This is a period of time where you're going to be sumptuous and intertwined with somebody is what I'm getting. There's an intertwining of energies here, and what I'm getting is an intertwining of power. So this is, I feel like, a preparatory reading for someone who's used to being in their own little world. You know, you're used to being running your own ship, right? And I feel like you've escaped with small fry. You've been the captain of your own ship, but this one is like, they're showing me two captain's hats here. So I feel like this one is the sort of character where they just have to be in charge, right? It's just like, again, it's like a rank thing. It's like an older brother thing. It's just their personality. Maybe they are an older sibling, which is why that keeps coming through. Like in this life, they are in the guiding positioning. And no matter how powerful you are, and no matter how independent you are, they are gonna essentially envelop your magnetic field with theirs, because they just have that warm, encompassing energy. Page of Coins here. So this energy, page your way metaphysically. This is vibrational currency that got you through this new doorway. We got to pay the toll. That's what no one wants to say in the spiritual world. You've got to pay the toll. You've got to have the energy to create that timeline or get through that doorway. And there's no shortcuts. So yeah, you've really done the Saturnian work here. Five of Swords energy coming out on top of the Sun. Wow. And there's that snake energy intertwining. Here you're going to be intertwining with the right things, right? Show me what this Five of Swords is. Yeah, it's connected to this Three of Swords, escaping from, I mean, if you can see the visuals here, it's like carnage. You see that? Pure carnage on the card. So this was a heavy initiation. This was something that went deep, and you went to the absolute opposite end of the spectrum, because that's true power. Queen of Wands, not surprisingly, the power of fire coming out on the High Priestess, absolutely commanding reality, absolutely knowing the universe responds to your mind, to your efforts, to the energies you put forward in each and every action. They're telling me this one got you through the golden door. This heartbreak got you through the golden door to the best timeline, because you must have earned a lot of vibrational currency or sent out a lot of rockets of desire while you were in this, I'm getting excruciating pain. This could have been psychological, emotional. You know what I mean? King of Wands again with the Queen. Oh my God, I didn't even notice we had a match here till this guy came out. Now we've got a match here. So, I mean, some people be like, oh, I don't want this to be a love reading. But these are two energies that are so majestic. They don't even need to hyper focus on a relationship, because they're two badass players of the game. And they just happen to naturally, Spirit showed me two magnetic energies just bumping softly together like it's no big deal. Again, that softness. And I'm smelling like baby powder and stuff like that again. But I feel like that's the level of security. I mean, it will have different symbolic meaning for different people watching. But there's a real softness here and a real ease of squidging together. They're showing me like Play-Doh, like squidging your energies together. It's just natural. This is just one of your allies, right? They're giving me this energy of like Papa Legba and Marie Laveau. You guys are just like cut from the same cloth. So you define your own ways of doing things. You don't even see things in a normal modern day way. This is ancient level energy. It's making sense now why you chose a human vessel that was so clear and concise. Okay, very kind of maybe even Virgo energy coming through here. Doesn't have to be, but there's some mercurial wisdom with the human vessel that your soul chose. Your higher self chose this vessel because it had a personality, because the higher self is separate than the human personality, but that's another kettle of fish. That's a whole book, you know. But we choose these human parts of us because we have faith in them. We choose the human. The higher self has no real personality. So you wanted this methodical approach, and that's interesting stuff. Yeah, Six of Cups here, along with this Six of Cups. So this is definitely soul crew, soul group coming in. And again, your nervous system's going to have to adjust. The way you feel reality will adjust. Every cell in your body will adjust with this Tower energy and the Judgment. Look at this. The cells in her body adjusting, right? So this is a total metamorphosis and an easy flowing energy where you're going to be able to relax. Nine of Cups, Nine of Coins. I love the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles next to each other, and they always came out for me together for years on end. And it's the same for me with the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. They come out at the same time very often. Total metamorphosis, because you did the work, higher self levels. You always knew you were a badass. This is what I'm getting. You might not label yourself like that, but there is this level of knowing that your consciousness was completely unique compared to the people you were around, maybe, for the most part. And I feel like you've always respected your own unique ways. And that's the power of the alchemist, right? Queen of Cups. This is what I'm saying. All this emotion is going to transform you with this Queen of Cups. So you're going to be brought out of your shell. You're going to be so comfy. You're going to be quite sociable and cushy and squidgy with people. There's going to be a lot of physical affection of whatever variety, you know. You know, that camaraderie, the banter of touch, and it's lovely. I'm getting this lovely. Anyone who's ever been to the pubs in England, there is this kind of Frodo village kind of Lord of the Rings kind of energy. You know, we do get kind of merry. It is very cushy. It's very pagan. It's very warm, and it's very kind of like a beautiful celebration. And that's what I'm getting here. Wow, there we go. Okay. We're just going to have to accept that this is a love reading and the lovers is here. You're going to be transformed by this new, I don't think like it's not a new connection. This is someone you've known for eons. This is someone who's been in your energy and, you know, part of your soul group and part of your creative coven, if you will, because the higher selves of our soul group members are connected to us. Like, they can never not be connected to us, right? Except on the rare occasions where someone leaves their soul group, but that's a rare, unique thing. This is someone you know, but they're going to transform you in this reality, okay? And what I'm kind of getting is that this methodical mindset was so necessary when you were young and you had to get through this and you had to do that and you had to stay sharp, right? But now there's this easiness, this beautiful ease of the flowing of water. 6 of Cups twice, Queen of Cups, 9 of Cups, Judgment and the Lovers. And this looks like water here. It looks like swimming up, like almost like Ariel. You know where she does that scene where she's swimming up really quick with her legs and her new human lungs? Yeah, so there could be a really quick adaptation where you have to quickly adapt. Maybe you're a little bit moody like me, you know, maybe you've got used to being in solitude, but there's something about you adapting to harmony and cheerfulness and being really sociable and warm, like a little bunny rabbit energy. This is what I'm getting, like bunny rabbit, kitty cat, time to be sumptuous. So I do hope this reading has been good for you. Shall we pull an animal card? Let's pull an animal card. What's the final message, Spirit? Final message for this voyage. My cards are being stubborn today. Earthworm energy. So this is about preparing yourself, getting the right nutrients when it comes to focus. What are you feeding your consciousness with? You know, what are you eating? How are you treating yourself? Self-care. It's almost like a cocooned energy, but they're showing me you being cocooned by soil. 9 of Coins energy. It's symbolic. They're giving me you're cocooned by, you know, your achievements, your current blessings, but get ready to shift it up here, okay? Because you're going to be coming out the ground, and, you know, Judgment is about that, coming out of the ground and running with your new legs. So I hope this has been a beautiful message for somebody. Lots of love, darlings. Mwah.